Hello, hello, hello. Oh, you're very that way. Let's Fab. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is there anybody in chat yet? If there is, shout out. Hello. Oh, there's April. Oh, Galina is now hosting me. Wow. Wow. Hey, people. Can you hear me and see me okay? Awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thanks for the host, Galina, lovey. Appreciate that. I'm expecting Daryl to come running down any second now. Hi, Mikey. How are you? You guys are not going to believe this. So I went to have my nails done today. Yeah, looking all great. Yeah, fab. Then this afternoon, I had to go and pick something up, which meant I had to empty my car out. And I've got like my mum's wheelchair. My mum's got a manual wheelchair that lives in the back of my car, and the car seat and all that lot. So the wheelchair was removed by my son, and I folded the seats down when we got to pick up this bit of furniture. Added it all in, got it all home, got it out of the car. All went great until I was putting the wheelchair back into the car, and then my finger slipped, and I lost my nail. Fucking brand new nails. Do you know what I mean? So I immediately sent a photo, and thankfully, unusually, because normally she can't fit me in, she said I can fit you in tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. So I'm like, thank God for that. But look at it, for fuck's sake. I literally had them done at 10 a.m. this morning. You know? And I'm so fucking cross. I'm like, look at the state of that. There we go. Never mind. Never mind. How is everybody? Are y'all alright? Did you all watch the videos? Are we all up to date? Yeah, I was so pissed off, you guys. I was just like... But, thankfully, I don't know whether there was an air pocket under it or what. It came clean off. It didn't... I've got a slight little break on that side. There. It's not low. It hasn't torn my own nail. It just came clean off. So I was like, that's a real relief. I don't know whether I had a small air pocket or something, but it was just like, shit, you know? So, yeah. And I was quite surprised because normally when I do something stupid like that, she just doesn't answer me because she hasn't got space or whatever. But, stop it. She messaged me back. She was like, how the fuck did you manage that? Like 4 hours after I finished doing them, and I was like, babe, yeah, I would do, but I can't even find it. Do you know, it pinged off in the car somewhere. And I was like, can you fix it? She said, I can fit you in tomorrow. How did you do it? And I was like, I'll explain when I get there. It's too much to fucking type out. So. Alright, so you haven't seen my September setup, is what you're saying then there, Mikey. So, am I going to show you now? Or have you seen my September setup? Do you want to see my September setup? So that was my books, and I decided to give myself another page just in case like I run out of space, which is quite likely, because I need to add in another. Yeah, I've just finished that one and I've just started a new book, so that can go in there. I need to finish off the perm books. Pardon me, I've literally just finished my dinner. So this is my September setup, which I was quite pleased with this. I drew all of this in. I love how like real the paper clips look. Different kind of tracker, because I've got a few more things added in. My social media tracker, card of the day, my little about me woman, mood and pain is going to go in here. I'm going to do it on a grade of... Okay, April. I'm going to do it on a grade of 1 through to 10, and then colour in like, you know, how far my mood is, and then probably do a similar thing with the pain where I do a line all the way around. We'll just see how that goes, and grade that on 1 to 10 as well. Sleep and steps didn't change. Those are supposed to be footprints. What I should have done was done like a little gap for the heel, but you know, whatever. And then my chores, and that was just basically it. So yeah. That was this week. Busy, busy, busy. What's happening where you are, Mikey? Is Frankie going back to school soon, or does he have to do remote learning, or what's happening with him? Because I made the decision to homeschool Daryl from now on, because we don't have remote learning here. It was basically send them to school or you homeschool. There's no remote learning, there's no at-home help, and what the government's saying keeps changing. So 1 minute it's like, yeah, you know, you won't get fined, because we get fined if we keep our children off. If they take, like, if we take them on holiday without getting permission, we can be fined for it and even jailed. So at first they were like, you know, yeah, we're not going to fine you, and then some schools are saying we won't, and some schools are saying we are, and it's just like, it's a minefield. So I was like, do you know what? Traditionally for us here in the UK, our children would be going back to school next week. Welcome back, sweetie. But yeah, I made the decision that I'm just not prepared to do that. So that's why I've pulled him out. So waiting impatiently for Mary. Esha Carmen. Hey. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. You basically made the same decision that I made. You're going to keep him home and do school by telecommunication or whatever they call it. Yeah, see, we don't have that choice here. It's school or nothing. So I was like, okay, I'm going to deregister him from the school system and homeschool, which means I get no help from like the local schools. He is not classed as being at school. It is, I'm on my own now, basically. There's a fantastic group on Facebook, or a couple of groups on Facebook, for home education or homeschooling parents. Yeah, it is crap. And apparently the LEA, which is the local education authority, will send somebody out to visit me if I'm open for that. I can refuse that. I don't have to have it, and they can give me some guidance and all that lot if I want it. But you know, he's 6 or nearly 6. Other than learning to read and write and do a bit of counting, he doesn't really need to do much at the moment. It's all playing. So yeah, Frankie himself keeps his mask on and is aware of social distancing. So cannot trust the other students to do the same. So yeah, here in the UK, they have just announced that secondary school children, which is 13 and upwards, will be required to wear masks in school. Well, that's great, but that doesn't include a 5-6-year-old. You know, and 5 and 6-year-olds are, to be blunt, filthy little fuckers. And, you know, they're going to be touching it, they're going to be taking them off, try my mask on, let me try your mask on, and all that kind of crap. School here has made the decision for you. It's all online. You don't believe Mary saw my set? Did you not see my September? You idiots here are doing it in class or online. Hello, Angel, sweetheart, you alright, love? Mary, did you see September? Would you like to see September? I can flick for it again if you like. We may get company any second now. Okay. So I ended.
We've got company.
We've got company. Hang on. Let me just embiggen.
I'm the company.
You're the company. Well, that's good. Because if it had been anybody else, I'd be a bit worried. So.
Hi everyone.
What are we doing?
It's time to day Mum's Boo Journal.
Time for today, Mum's Boo Journal.
But actually, when I play, Mum says I have to tidy up and go to sleep at 8:30. 8:30.
You do. That's what we do now, isn't it? He goes up to bed at 7:30 so that I can get on here.
Yeah.
And then at 8:30, because he's got a what's called grow clock in his room. Yes, it's nearly out. Get it, pull it out. And at 8:30, you tidy up your bedroom and you turn your light off. You go to bed, don't you? Which is awesome, and it's working quite well.
I actually stay up some days.
You've got to do kisses. April's done kisses, and so's Mary. That's it. Good lad. Oh. Mwah. Right. No, enough. Enough. Go on, shoo.
Did you see that, everyone?
Right, say night-night.
Night-night.
Go on, boo.
I'm not going to sleep.
Go. Bed.
It's not bedtime for me.
Okay, so your son starts secondary on Wednesday, and they're not wearing masks. But I thought it was like, you know, they had to. That's what I read.
I love you, Mum.
Love you too, baby. You didn't realise that we had to do... Yeah. Deregister him and now on our own with the education. Yeah. But he's... I mean, I don't know what the education's like in America, but here in England, you learn a lot of shit that you don't actually need, you know. And he's at the age where he needs to learn how to read, he needs to learn how to write, and he needs to learn basic maths. They're also taught a lot of history, a lot of geography. Geography, you know, obviously you do need. History, you don't really need as much. Yes, you need to learn, you know, the important points, but I never studied history. I was never that bothered about it. He needs to learn things like how to fucking survive, you know, in a world that has taxes and, you know, how to operate washing machines and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? Schooling, as in really intense crap, doesn't really need to start for several years yet, really, for him. So, you mean you love Frankie's team, you text your Facebook friends every day, care about it, you feel okay. Yeah, because you have support, which is great. Oh, is it only in Scotland? Oh, I stand corrected. I think it's just going to be in local lockdowns, they have to wear them, but not sure. Clear as mud as always. Basic life skills, but well, that's what I thought. And in England, when you go for any like university or college course or anything like that, they say you must have Maths and English GCSE, which is the exams you take when you're 16. So I figure if I get him through Maths and English, what more does he need? You know, other basic life skills. So yeah. Anyway, I was going to show Mary through my journal quickly. Now, I ended the month with my books read for 2020, and I decided to give myself another page just in case I go over, which is quite likely. This is my September cover page. I was initially thinking back to school, but obviously I'm not doing back to school, so it became a stationery type thing instead. This took me just under 40 minutes to do this lot. This is all drawn. None of this is actually like real. I was quite pleased with how this came out. I was like, go me. And then I've done this as my tracker because I've added in filming, editing and uploading today my Boo Journal, knitting on my daughter's wedding shawl, homework with Daryl, and I've separated that into reading, writing and maths because that's what we are focusing on really for this next year. Then I did my social media tracker, my card of the day tracker, my about me, and then I pulled the square tracker over to my mood and pain. So I would do it on a 1 to 10, okay, 1 being like empty and 10 being full, for my mood, and then I'm going to do my pain with the same like line grid all the way around to see how that works out. Don't know. I left my sleep, my steps and my chores are all the same, just decorated them with stationery type items. So that's pretty much it. So I can't believe you lot haven't watched it. I stayed up till midnight filming that fucking thing last night, and then I did today in my Boo Journal afterwards. And you know you've not watched it. Oh my god. April watched it. Love you, April. So I've got no idea what colours to do. Thank you. It's like I was just watching, I don't know whether anybody else watches her, Miss McKenna's Life Leverages, or whatever it's called, Elise. I've been watching her, watch her September setup, and she's changed hers up a bit as well. So I said it's interesting to sort of see how other people do it. But she never shows, like, finished, you know, when she's finished them. And I said, you know, could you show us a full tracker at the end of the month? It doesn't have to be a real one, you know, maybe a mock-up of how you do your trackers, because she sort of does these symbols down the side, and I'm like, but how do you do that across the graph? Do you just put it in when you've done it, or, you know? So I'm curious to see if she'll do that. So, but she's pregnant. She's been struggling quite a bit lately, so yeah, bless her heart. So you love my journal. So, oh, thank you. Yeah, I haven't done much reading lately. The whole school thing is so crazy because no one really knows what to do. No, it's awful. And I think that the worst thing is we're all in limbo, aren't we? And it's like Callie was saying today, you know, 1 minute it's don't wear masks, then it's wear masks, it's don't go out, then it's okay to go out. You know, you can't go here, you can't go there, but you can go there and you can go there. And I said, the trouble is everybody's scared. Nobody knows what's going on. We're all fucking scared. And this is totally unprecedented. I mean, I don't know what it's like there in the States, but people are slating Boris for the way he's handled it. But this is totally unprecedented. We haven't dealt with anything like a pandemic for a long time. Not like this, that came so quickly out of nowhere and, you know, affected people so quickly. He would have been fucked no matter what he'd chosen to do, wouldn't he? You know, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. A lot of the time, yes, it is a total shit show, but a lot of the time, our government leaders can only do what the sciencey people tell them is the right thing to do. A lot of the time, you know, some of it, I think they've gone a bit like, oh, well, you might recommend that, but we're not going to make people panic. I don't know. Right. What colour shall we do? Pick a colour. Somebody. Does the City Coast schools be tracking COVID contacts? Like, great, you're going to tell me if my kid has been exposed. Well, that was it. You know, they could... Here, they're putting the children in bubbles. That's what they're calling them, bubbles. Where, basically, Daryl, if he had gone... Hello, my darling, you're right. Pick a colour, Elle. If Daryl had gone, he would have been in a bubble, which meant he would only interact with a specific number of children every day. There's always one look. Blues and purples. Red, says Elle. Actually, do you know what? We haven't done red for a while, so that may well end up being, and we might do blue next week. Yeah, and he would have only interacted with those children. And I'm like, well, how's that work then? You know, when you've got the year consists of 70 odd children and there's only a couple of teachers and they're saying the bubbles will be 15 children max. And I'm like, so where are the 3 extra teachers coming from for a start? Then I find out that a week before school's due to start, the teacher that would have been his class teacher, for some reason isn't going to be in school for the next year. Maybe she's pregnant. I don't know. But yeah. So it will be a different teacher who's obviously Polish, because I looked at her name and I was like, yeah. And then those kids interact with other kids at school and they interact with their own siblings, you know, who then go and interact with 15 other kids who are in a bubble. And, you know, I mean, love him to bits, but my son's best friend is the son of a paramedic. You know, and his other friends are kids of key workers who have been working with it all since the very beginning. And it's just like, secondary school I could understand because, you know, contrary to popular belief, they actually have a few more brains than a 5-year-old. They have brains, not necessarily sense, but they have brains. And exactly, yes, the second wave is going to come. Here comes the second wave of COVID after the mandatory school attendance, which obviously we have here. Daryl is one of those children that within a week of starting back at school, he's got a cold. So, what happens then? Are they going to insist on a COVID test? I'm sorry, but you're not chucking fucking Q-tip thing up his nose to tickle his brain. Not happening. I'm not putting him through that. From what I hear, it's fucking brutal. I'm not doing that to him. So, you know, he would then have to self-isolate until the cold's gone. Then go back to school, he'll get another cold, and then he's off again. The way I see it, he's better off at home. At least the learning will be consistent, and hopefully he won't catch the latest cold that's going around. We shall see. We shall see. The problem is there isn't a lot of public funding for science. It's all corporate gain. You know, you hear about the orphan diseases that aren't being researched because they're few and far in between. It's the same as science. Only things that matter. Exactly. Yeah, of course they are. It was Elle that came in. You have 2 cages full of hand sanitizer and 1 of hand wash, plus huge stack of tissues. Your company is ready for second wave ready. Right. Yeah. What colours did we get with? We had 1 red, because, you know. 2 purples and a blue. Well, looks like purple's 1 then, doesn't it? Unless anybody else wants to pick a colour. No, I mean, I carry around hand sanitizer, hand lotion, and a couple of face masks in my bag. You know? I have to shut the curtains in a minute because it's turning a bit goldfish ball. My tattoo is itching like hell. Come on, we need a colour for this week. And I've got 2 purples, 1 blue and 1 red. So, you know, am I going with purple here? Rainbow. Fuck off, Gleaner. Okay? Fuck off. I'm not. I'm scratching there. Because that's as close as I can get. But it's at the peely itchy stage and I'm like, oh, I want to scratch it. Yeah, it started peeling like yesterday. Rainbow. Fucking, you just shoot her, could you? If I do rainbow this week, then what am I supposed to do for the rest of the weeks? Yellow. So I've got blue, purple, red and yellow. That's not helpful, Jolene. And if I do yellow, you won't be able to fucking see it anyway. Okay, I'm going to do purple. Let's have a look. Let's see what we got. Scrap paper. You're too lazy to fuck off. Will that colour do? I know it looks blue on the fucking screen, but trust me, it's purple. I'm going to use one of these. Red, do red. No, I'm going to do purple now because you want a fucking rainbow. And I need to decorate it. What can I decorate it with? Mac and cheese blue box yellow. I'm going to gag her in a minute. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the lines in. And I think I might do my little weekly calendar in a little post-it. Yes, I did. I had them done this morning. I was telling everybody about that earlier. Had new nails done this morning, and then this afternoon I was putting my mum's wheelchair back in my car. Yeah, and my finger slipped like that off of a rod on the wheelchair, and the nail just... Luckily, I didn't lose the fucking nail, so I actually have a bit of nail left. She's going to fit me in tomorrow at 8 o'clock. But I was so pissed because I thought I'd broken the actual nail. I've bent it. So I sent her a photo. Normally she doesn't answer me as in I'm far too fucking busy to fit you in to fix a nail. But she texted me back, she was like, what the fuck did you do? And I was like, can you fit me in? She said, yeah, tomorrow. I have to allow that, Mikey. Because it's sexual, apparently. Because you used the word bordello. Oh dear. You have a 30-second lag. That's because you're being a cow. I've put you on lag. You split 2 of your nails, hoping they can still give me new acrylics. They should do. There's no reason why they shouldn't be able to put new acrylics on. Or I have new acrylics over splits all the time. Because I have them so fucking long. I split my nails a lot. Right. Yeah. So I'm going to do it as normal. Without a shitload of decoration. Then I think I'll put the weekly in a post-it note. You have bad lag too. Not dropping anything, guys. All is good here. I'm not clicking anything because last time I clicked something, it fucking ended the stream. Hey, 5 weeks is good. 5 weeks is good. Yeah, when lockdown started and she was like, sorry guys, I'm shutting up shop. I was like, yeah, and I spent an evening taking my nails off. Is there a new COD out? Is there? Man, I should have done this on YouTube. Right, I'm going to go shut the curtains because it's getting dark and I feel like I'm sitting in a goldfish bowl. Hang on. I still worry about shutting the curtains because that giant spider that's in this room somewhere. Twitch has been acting up on you lately. Oh, what a pants. Right. This is not going to get done unless I get started. So I was like, please don't tell me I've got to spend the next 3 weeks missing a nail. Excuse me. It's going to eat me. Oh, fuck off. The trouble is I don't know where it is, you know. It's in here somewhere, but where, I don't know. I hope it's left by now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're mean, Galena. Laughing at my misfortune because there's a big giant spider in my craft room. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should I put her in time out? Is that what I should do? No, you're not. Did you make it? I never actually saw the finished product, shall we say. Right, okay, so how does the month go? That's October. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be 27. 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 28, 29, 30, 14, 7. One goes there. Monday goes there. Sunday goes there. So if I make it go it's not okay. I don't feel safe. And then we'll paper clip it. That should work. If you get surgery, I'd have my tummy tucked. and my ass lifted. Because my ass is so fat, it must be down around by my knees about now. But yeah, I would definitely have a tummy tuck and yeah, my ass lifted. Not worried about the rest of me. I don't care that the rest of me's fluffy, but my stomach, the whole mum apron thing I've got going on, it's just, I wouldn't touch these because these are my best assets. You know, these get attention. But it's the rest of it is just like, dude, you do not need to be as big as my boobs. Yeah, you could lose like half of that and still be okay. Right, now. Drinky time, slurp, 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 slurp. You would like a chin tuck. You've developed a second and you... Fuck off, have you? I bet there's nothing to you. There was never anything to you. You've got a gorgeous figure and you know it. Oops. £3 since you saw me last, and I bet you look fucking great for it. £14 to the stone. 14.28, 30, 42 pounds. But bearing in mind that she was a right skinny moo when I last saw her. Okay, there was no extra meat on her whatsoever. So yeah, I'm betting you look amazing. I'm betting you've got one of those figures that make mums like me go, you fucking. You don't know about her, but if you're going anymore, you really won't get in your jeans. You did, yeah, but you had a lot going on. You had a lot going on because you were thin and you were having issues with eating. Yeah, you could. She was the one we were worried about. I remember. Do you remember about the chips? Oh. Do you remember the chips? Can I tell him? Because I was so proud of you. Yeah, I know. I know he was. Elle had a few issues with eating due to the relationship she was in. He was controlling, doesn't even come close. And I got this very excited message from her one day. You'll never guess what I done, she said. I was like, what did you do? I ate chips. And I even dipped them. She said she was so fucking proud. And, you know, and I never told you this. I sat here and cried because I was so proud of her. And I was like, you go, well done you. And she'd actually eaten some chips and she was so proud of herself. And I was just like, oh. And I sat here and I text Claire and I was like, I like chips. Because we were both so proud of you. You went through a very similar thing. Your ex was controlling, jealous, heroin addict. You gained weight. Yeah, but she went the other way. Yeah, it was. Yeah. She got very, very thin, and a lot of her friends, we were all very worried about her. But yeah, but you're happy now, and that's what counts. So. What time is it? It's not 8:30. I can't tell her I want to go to sleep yet. I'm just wondering how to highlight this. I think I might do it with the wedgie end. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Oh dear. Yeah, September. I didn't colour that in. I didn't colour last week in, you guys. What colour did I do it in? Is that one? I'm going to colour that in that one. He also told you you were fat. You told me that he told you you were overweight, and he wasn't the first bloke to have done that to you either. Yeah, she's done so well. I'm so proud of her. That was last week. He moved to Australia. Good, that's not far enough away. Right. Let's pull this one out, because I suspect I haven't colour coded in this one either. Nope, because I'm a doofus. I need to get on and draw next year up in these. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And that. Excuse me, coughing at you all. September's empty. Look at it. October is when the shit is going to hit the fan. I've got so many things on in October. But I've got a feeling my September today and my boo journals are going to be quite boring. Because I ain't got a lot on. The dog's got 2 appointments. I've got 1. My son turns 29 and the car's due for an MOT in October. So, yours lives down the road maybe 25 minutes from here. You have permanent restraining order against him because you made terroristic threats. What a prick. What a prick. Okay, so it starts. I am going to triple 100% check this on a Tuesday, yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I should have coloured this in. $28, $29, $30. Where it there is. Couldn't tell you where my ex is. I don't know. I think he fucked off back to the mainland. Good riddance. Now, let's see if I can colour this without fucking it up. I should probably wait for that to dry a little bit tonight. Yes? No, you're supposed to be going to bed now. Go on, off you go. I don't care if it's 8:30 or not. Stay upstairs. Number. That's what we need. We need a number. What week am I on? April. Oh, that's 30. What is it? 36. Oh, well done. Look at that. She's so fast. Look at her. It's nice when they're like, you know, far enough away that you're not going to bump into them in the corner shop, isn't it? I kept bumping into mine on the seafront and it was like, ugh, can't you just leave? And now he has. It's like, yay! Right. Oops. 30. 6, right? Yeah. You don't have to do it. Oh, is he? It's a bit of a bummer when you're kind of connected that way, isn't it? 36. That'll do. It's warm. I wish it would just storm already and be done with it. You know what? I'm going to do the paperclip in this colour as well, because then it will like all 100% match and it'll just be this total overload of purple. And we'll do red next week. Remind me that we're doing red next week, you guys. And then my page can be a bordello. I need to get some of those like mini post-it notes. Oh, saying that, I've probably got ones I can use. We're doing red next. Yeah, not now. Fucking muppets, the lot of you. Right, that's it. I'm going to time out the lot of you. Hang on. I'm going to find a pretty thing. Right. Where is my pen? Who's got my pen? There it is. Which one should we use? Let's use this one. Red. There you go. No, I haven't got to rely on you lot. Because I could just see me halfway through next week and then somebody coming in and going, why the fuck are you doing blue? We're supposed to be doing red. Because everybody will have forgotten. Because let's be honest, we're all kind of forgetful. Or am I tarring you all with the same brushes as me? I forget all the things. Yeah. Oh, I'm dreadful. Yeah, I'm like that as well. Okay, right. Let's do a yellow. for this post-it note. I was really chuffed, you guys. This past week I've gained like 4 or 5 new subscribers on YouTube, which is like the most awesome. I'm well chuffed. If any of you are here, thank you. But I was like, wow. Which is awesome. Yes, I'm going to, yeah. I should have coloured it in before writing on it, because even though it's supposed to be archival, it fucking smears. It's not supposed to be. I must remember to colour in the post-it before writing in the date next week. Okay. Right. So let's oops. Sorry, it's so awful, you guys. Right. Hummy. these people with crappy Wi-Fi. Or just crappy connections. Okie dokie. So there's nothing on the 31st. I haven't yet copied over my financial doohickeys. So let's go to the beginning of the book. Yeah, she's lovely, Mikey. Absolutely adorable. Okay. Three. Is that right? That just seems off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. I have 1, 2, 3. Yay! 2 lots next month. No, because you've got to turn everything off in about 5 minutes. Right. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is transfer all of my finances onto my monthly calendar so that I don't forget. Audible. Oh, loan transfer. I have got less than a year to go. I've got about 9 more payments to go and I'm debt free. Really looking forward to that. Well, debt free with the bank. I've still got a store card that I'm paying off. Prime Now TV Kids, which, you know, will take a bit longer because I keep using that card, so. But yes, I can't wait to be clear of the bank for that. I think my last payment actually comes out like 5 days before my next birthday, which will be freaking awesome if that's the case. iTunes SSE. Is Universal Credit will be that day. Prime Video. Second General. And then I've got to write in 16th. That one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's good. Right, that's the financial area set up. Another couple of years and your student loan will be bye-bye. Awesome. So, yeah, I mean, I won't be completely debt-free because I've got several thousand on an Argos card. Argos in the UK, to my American viewers, is it's a home goods store, and you can buy on credit. If they accept you for one of their cards, you can buy products on credit, and they do things like 6 months interest free, 9 months interest free, and 12 months interest free. And if you don't pay it off within that time, they then add on the interest for the interest free period, and then you pay interest. And I very rarely get it paid off in time, so I end up paying all the interest as well. But my camera and Callie's camera, that's how I managed to afford those last year. Daryl's iPad that he uses for education was also bought on credit. So yeah, I need to pay that off. I've got probably about £3,000 on there that I need to pay off, so that'll take me a little bit longer. But once I've paid the loan, I can then focus on doing it. And I mean, I put a good 20 quid a week onto that store card, so it's going down, it's just going down slowly. Yeah, I'll probably do about 20 quid a week because I chip my child benefit on it, and then I do another £100 a month, so I need to actually make a payment for that. Okay, so I have, that's August, that's not what I want. That's September. Excuse me, fizzy drinks. So I've done that Audible, and that's it. I don't have any appointments or anything, which kind of sucks really, because I've got nothing to write in. We don't even start. I think we start the Bujo challenges again the following week. That's you paying off your credit. Chip away at it, yeah. And eventually you do get there. You know, it's like my loan. I've had this loan for about 8 years, this loan with the bank. And you know what bank loans are like. The interest on them is absolutely horrendous. You know, I make a payment of £175 a month, and £75 of that goes to the interest. And it's like, for fuck's sake. But I finally got it down below £3,000 a little while ago, and now it's down below £2,000, and it's like, wow, all of a sudden, you know, I can see the end of it. A Bujo challenge. What, you mean like a doodle challenge or a writing challenge? But one day soon it'll be at 0, yeah. And then something else, but yeah, exactly. I don't mind chipping away at it. It's just, you know, I would like to have less to have to chip at, sort of thing, you know. Oh, I didn't mean Bujo challenge, sorry. I meant Fitbit challenge. Sorry. Right, I need to write in tomorrow. Nail repair. Hello, Miss Em. How you been? Having a chat. Good. You've got to find your watch. See, why did you take it off? Did you have to get a new phone? Oh my god. I'd like a new phone because I'm still running a 7, and I would like to have a new one. But I can't justify the cost. Maybe when I've cleared all my debt off, then I will get a new one on more credit. But I just can't justify it at the moment because a new phone, they're like £1,000 a shot, and I would rather buy the phone outright and have a SIM only contract than pay £80 a month for an iPhone for 2 years, because that's just fucking outrageous. You had an MRI, it's wherever your rings are. Oh. Yeah, so maybe I can do that at some other point. Okay, so we're set up. There's not a lot to go in it, is there? Let's take a photo and put it on Instagram. Okay. Oh dear. Copy. Instagram. Next week looks a little empty. Lol. Books. Paste all the hashtags. Sure. Okie dokie. So, shall we do today in my boo journal? I think we should, don't you? Because I haven't done it yet. Not writing down lives. Yeah, I could actually, because I haven't written them down for a while, because I haven't been able to get to them. Yeah. Okay. Right. It's that pen, isn't it? Is it that pen? Oh, I can't remember. It's been that long since I've written any down. Look. I haven't written any down for fucking ages. Ages. Was it this pen? Yeah, it's this pen. Right. Are you still at 6:30 p.m. on a Monday? You were going to say something, but it was mean, so you're not saying it. What, to me? Go ahead, say it. 6:30 p.m. on Mondays and Thursdays. Right, excuse me a second. Daryl! It's time. Time. You got one yesterday, dear Marilyn. I love your fat ass. Have a nice day. Lol, like you tried to have. Hey, I always turn around and go, it's small to get hold of. I just said to him, it's time. And he went, what? I said, it's time. As in, for bed, because it's gone 8:30. And he was just like, oh, come on. What? Are you doing Saturdays? You are doing Saturdays? What time are you doing Saturdays? Because I thought you were stopping Saturdays. Are you still doing it at 8 p.m? 8 p.m. my time. Okay. Love you too, baby. Oh, yeah. We'll see. And what about Mary? Is Mary... See, every time I write Mary down, I get the fucking time wrong. It's on... Oh, God. What about Mary? Where and when is Mary on? Your parents never had to tell you when to go to bed because they let you stay out one night. And then you made you go out. My son used to like to stay up 2:30 on Sunday and 7:30 p.m. Yeah, that's 7:30 p.m. Yeah. My son used to like to stay up to watch the WWE main events with me, which, you know, they start a decent hour in the States. Here in the UK, they start at midnight, 1 o'clock. And of course, that's Sunday night, Monday morning. So he said to me one year, can I stay up and watch it? I was like, yeah, but you've got school tomorrow. And this was like, you know, WrestleMania or SummerSlam or something. So it was one of the big ones that didn't finish until like 5 a.m. our time. Yeah, that's all right, I'll go. I was like, you sure? Because if you fall asleep in class, that's on your head, not mine. Yeah, I'll go. He was asleep about half an hour into it. Every month he did this. And I was like, dude, you're not staying up because you just thought, no, I don't fall asleep. So this one month I waited for the show to start, waited until he'd like, because he always made the mistake of lying down on the sofa, which never helped. And I got up and took his photo, sat back down in my chair, poked him on the head because the sofa was like next to my chair, poked him on top of the head and he was like, what? I said, go to bed. I'm not asleep. I went, really? And just showed him the photograph and he was like, okay, I'm going to bed. But he was always like, I want to stay up and watch it. And he never managed it. And I put my live in as well. It's like SummerSlam is Sunday night just gone, and while I would love to be able to stay up and watch it, because the guys from Alex's Wrestling were like, yeah, you know, we're going to stay up and watch it, and I said, I'll watch a couple of matches and then I'll go to bed, and they were like, no, stay up, and I was like, it's all right for you, you're not going to have a 5-year-old demanding waffles 2 hours after you go to sleep, which he thought was hysterical. And then I was like, yeah, I'll watch a couple of matches and then I'll go to bed. I didn't even make it through the pre-show, the kick-off show. Do you know what I mean? I think got to like 11:30. I was like, no, I'm tapping out. I'm going to bed. I'll watch it tomorrow. I'll be able to stay awake if I wait till tomorrow. You get to go shopping. It's quarantine over. Ew, you lad out. You think you're going to take a nap or lay down at least? I knew you would. You always do. You're sneaky. You naughty boy. You naughty boy. You're not. Shh. You're not supposed to sneak anywhere. Naps are life. I can't remember the last time I had a nap. You're out of pants. Laundry? Is there something wrong with washing them? Or am I missing something here? Not always just... Oh, that's what your mother used to say when you were out of food. Your mother was weird. Why did she just not say, I need to go grocery shopping, otherwise you'll starve? That's what I say to Daryl. We need to go shopping. I don't want to go shopping. Well, then you'll go hungry. And sometimes he goes, whatever. And then it's like, but I'm hungry. Well, then we need to go shopping. Because if she said that, your dad would say, can he go too? Yeah. My dad used to love playing in grocery stores. He used to put my children in the shopping cart and then go screaming up and down the aisles with them because he thought it would embarrass me. And I would just walk into the store and do my shopping, completely ignoring my father and my children. Your mum's the dad of shopping. Yeah, no. Yeah, get into the shop again. I used to do that. I used to go around completely ignoring the hysterical screams of laughter as my dad zoomed up and down the aisles with the shopping cart and my children in it and do my shopping. And I would go through the checkout, pay for it all, get to the doors, turn around and shout, "I'm leaving now!" And they would come and find me. I'm surprised I wasn't banned from the grocery stores, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, no, it was just like, I'm not with them, I'm ignoring them, they're not mine, they're nothing to do with me. But it was funny because I had my 4 children quite young. And we would go out and about with my dad quite a lot. And my dad used to love pushing the stroller. He was so proud. And when I had my eldest, I was 16 when I had Kyle. And we went out and my dad said, could I please push the stroller? So I said, yes, of course you can, you know. So he's proudly walking down, you know, proud granddad. So I walked alongside him and I looped my arm in his, you know, like couples do where they loop their arm like that. And the amount of filthy looks we got because people assumed we were a couple. You know, look at that old man and that young girl and their baby. And it was like, it never occurred to people we were 3 generations of one family. So, working retail, you mean you get in and out of shops quickly. Yeah, see, I worked retail and it's horrible. It's a horrible job. You completely hate shopping your whole life. Shopping online. Yeah, I love shopping online. If I can get away with not going to the store, then I won't. If I can do it online, it's done online. Because I'm just like, there's far too many people in a grocery store for a start. Especially at weekends. Why the fuck have you all got to go shopping at weekends? I need to change this to make it a bit more readable. I thought I'd put a background on it, but I haven't. And that's just not... Is that readable? On this mat? It's not really, is it? I'm going to have to look into how to make that a bit... You've gotten to where you hate people. I hate people. I can't stand them. Bastards. Idiots, a lot of them. Okay, so... We are up to here. Yeah, people suck. No, they do. People suck. It's like Alex got a new job a little while ago and he's working in a restaurant. Not like fast food, but it's a seafood restaurant and it's an expensive seafood restaurant. And he came in after the first week and he was like, wow. And I said, what? He said, well, he said, I worked today and they said that it was really, really busy. And I was like, okay. And he was like, it was really easy. He said, I suppose that's something to say about fast food is that, you know, he's busy in fast food is rushed off your fucking feet with impatient people waiting. He said, busy in a restaurant is so different. And he said, and people behave so differently in restaurants. You know, he said, there's not rubbish left all over the place. People pile up their plates neatly. It's so fucking different. He was like, it's a fucking breeze working in there. I was like, cool. He said, the tips are good. So, but it's funny how people think they can get away with behaving like animals because it's cheap or whatever. You know, it's just like, people are assholes. Okay, so, I'm going to do a little bit of journaling here and then I want to put a book review there because I finished a book yesterday. When you worked at Disneyland. Did you work at Disneyland? I didn't know that. Well, Anaheim. I love Disneyland. It's very different working hours. Am I still going to... Yeah, I've done today in my Boo Journal. That was it. Oh, no, I didn't, did I? Oh, my God. No, I didn't. I sort of said I was going to and then... From 98 to 2000. When did I go? I went in 1990 to Anaheim. Excuse me, just one moment. I'm just going to mute you. 3 guesses why. You work for a discount retailer. The way people behave in there compared to say super... Yeah! Because they think, well, because you're cheaper, then you're scum. How does that work? you a doctor in Disneyland? What were you in Disneyland? Do tell. I love the idea of Disneyland. Right, sorry, I was going to do today in my boo journal. Right, okay. Yesterday, I did my night care routine. I woke up this morning. I was so tired when I went to bed. I woke up this morning. I was like, I forgot to wrap my hair before I went to bed. I normally put like a buff scarf on. You may have seen a photo I posted about me. This is how you bathe to stop your dreads getting wet. And it's like my hair up in a thingy. And I sleep like that as well because it keeps the frizz down. And I woke up this morning. I was like, something's not right. And I couldn't put my finger on what it was. It was 1 a.m. by the time I'd finished fart-arsing around with YouTube. And I forgot to wrap my hair. And that's what it was. You were at the counter at Tomorrowland. Oh, did you? Oh, cool. Mind you, the Sade song, you were a food operator. Food operator. Even when you were at a parent store, people were so dang rude, but it doesn't help you next to a bar. Oh, not good. Not good, not good, not good. Right, we did that. Did I not do... Oh, yeah, no, I did sleep in steps for yesterday because I was up late, wasn't I? There wasn't actually much to do. Did all of that. Right, so we want today's pen. That's right, I remember that now. I was just so tired. My brain just did not work yesterday. Okay, so today I have all day face cream. I have not all makeup. I've definitely had caffeine, and I've had booze, and I've had chips. I haven't crafted. We haven't done any homework. This is not looking good, guys. I've not brushed ices. Garden is good. I didn't need to water it because it's rained. All the rain everywhere. New week was done, dusted and posted all in one day. Well, it wasn't done today, but you know what I mean. No, it was done today. It's the finished week that wasn't done today. Oh, man. I need a nap. After you left Disney, you worked for Walmart as a checker and then went into oh, okay. You worked at a convenience shop. The amount of grief you used to get from drunk people. Want more drink at 6 a.m. Oh, that's just disgusting. I didn't pull a card. I forgot. I was going to just before I left, and then it was like... Right, today was a good day because I got a good deal on a chair. I bought a new chair today. So I was very, very happy. And I did have new nails, even though I then promptly broke one. But hey, it's getting fixed tomorrow, so that's fine. So we're going to do that. Yay, chair. Yeah. So that's that. Clicky pen. Actually, you know what? My pen's been really good today. I'm getting good days, stiff mornings, but good days. So, yeah, I mean, I've worked retail, and people are arseholes. I've also worked in a charity shop, and people treat you really funny in charity shops. It's weird. Oh, damn it. Oh, I've got a comment on Instagram. I don't quite know how to take that comment. She said, because I posted my weekly, and she said, I love your simple style. Reminds me of my first bujo. On stiff morning. Hey, yeah, well, you're married, you know. You shouldn't be getting stiff mornings at all. Yeah, I mean, she's done like a heart eyes face, but I'm like, are you having a dig at me? You know, are you just being a... See you next Tuesday? So I'm just like, not quite sure how to take that. Oh well, whatever gives one pleasure. I'm Right, that one. Yeah, look, 2 o'clock before I went to sleep. Oh my God. And boy, did I have some weird dreams. My dad passed away in 2007 on my 35th birthday. My dad was fab. He was a right joke. He laughed at lots of things. He was also a smoker. Yeah, you wacky backy. And so was I back then. And I had this really, really weird dream just as I woke up. It was actually what woke me, that I was sat in here with the lounge set at how it was when I was a child, because this room that I'm in now used to be our lounge when I was a kid. And I dreamt that I was sat in here having a smoke with my old man, having a natter, and that my soon-to-be son-in-law was also in here. And the last thing I remember about this dream was going, Rob, do you want some? And then I woke up and I was like, what the fuck? Rob doesn't even I don't even smoke cigarettes anymore, let alone the wacky backy. And I was like, Rob doesn't smoke. I don't even fucking smoke. And my dad's been dead for 12 years. Weird ass dream. It was really, really weird. I said to Callie about it today. She was like, are you sure you've not been smoking? I was like, no, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. It was just really weird. It was so vivid. I could even almost taste it. Do you know what I mean? When I woke up. And I thought, Christ, it's been a long time since I had any wacky backy. Yeah, I had quite a disturbed night, didn't I? I haven't had a smoke probably since my dad died, actually. But yeah, that was very, very vivid. Anytime you smell stuff, you have a panic attack. See, it doesn't bother me as much. Stuart smoked as well. I don't like weed because it stinks, and you can smell a weed smoker a fucking mile away. Sorry, I don't care what you say, but you can, you know. It's got a horrible harsh smell, weed. Whereas what we used to smoke, the squidgy stuff. Yeah, it's hideous. You go, girl. Have a toke for me. But yeah, you can smell a weed smoker, can't you? You walk down the street and you pass somebody, you're like, oh fuck, they've just put one out. And I've even been known to say to people, dude, that stinks. And they'd be like, what? Pretending that, because it's an offence here, it's a class C drug. And it's still illegal in the whole of the United Kingdom to smoke or be in possession of marijuana, weed, or a class C drug. And they're like, what? And I'm like, dude, that weed fucking reeks. You can smell it a mile off. Oh, I don't know what you know that like then. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? I was like, fuck, I'm not a fucking idiot. Do you know what I mean? I'm 45. I've smoked that and worse. You know, it stinks. Put it out. Yeah, I can smell a weed smoker even when they're not smoking because their clothes reek. You only had one hit, neighbour shed. Nice. Hey, Andy girl, where you been? Your brother, when he comes to visit you or the house or walks in, it's like, welcome to the ganja house. Yeah, I bet. Nice. He starts. I worked in a mobile phone shop, cell phone to the American people, and I had this one guy come in. He was like, "Do you buy second-hand phones?" I said, "Yeah." And he was like, "Cool. Will you buy this?" And he stuck the phone on the counter, and I said, "I need to check it over." And he was like, "Okay." And I took the phone apart, and I took the cover. It's one of the old Nokia phones where the cover comes off and you get down to the bare bones. And I took the cover off, and I must have pulled out over a 1/16 of nice black, little hot rocks and shit. And he'd obviously been carrying it in the same pocket as his ganj. So I was like, I showed it to my boss. And I was like, "Don't buy this." Mm-hmm. And he said, "What the fuck is that?" I said, "Chris." And he looked at me. I was like, and he said, "Oh." And I stuck the phone back together. And I said, "No, I'm sorry, we can't take this." I said, at the most we'll give you a tenner for it because the condition it's in. Oh, it's worth more than that. It's worth more than that. I said, maybe so. I said, but the condition it's in, mate, I can't offer you more than that. So he goes stomping off to the door, and I caught him at the door, and I said, "Can I give you a word of advice?" And he was like, "What?" I said, "Don't carry your phone in the same pocket as your drugs." I said, "That thing is absolutely full." I said, "But hey, if you ever get desperate, you're going to get at least a couple of spliffs out of that." And he was like, you what? I was like, I opened it up, mate. I said, it's full of fucking ganj. And he was like, no, it's not. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And I was like, do you want me to show you? I said, Christ, I said, I could get 3 or 4 spliffs out of that. He goes stomping off. I was just like, can't fool another smoker, mate. Because I was still smoking then. Right, what day is it? It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Did the loo in the laundry. And again, that's about all I've done because I've not been here. I've had a very busy day. Daryl's table. I haven't done fuck all. So, yeah. Right. I did my nails this morning. That's probably come out and that's probably come out. Happy hump day. Your friend Freddie's phone is like that, full of little people. Yeah, you know, it's an emergency supply. My father had to be the neatest smoker on the planet. I should really go get. I've still got his tin. He didn't like hand rolled spliffs, so he used to use a cigarette rolling machine. And he had it all in a tobacco tin, and he would open it out, and he would put the tin on the armchair, and he would put the lid of the tin on his lap, and he would put the cigarette machine, the rolling machine. He bought a king size one, yeah, and he would put that on the lid of the tin, and he said, you don't put your back in first. He said you put your ganja in first. You burn your ganja and you put your ganja in first because then you can see how much you put in, and if you've dropped any like rather large lumps, because they're obviously what make the hot rocks that burn the little holes in your clothes, yeah. So he would burn his ganja in, and he would leave a little gap up one end for his filter, and he pre-cut all of his. He used to cut his cigarette packets apart, and birthdays and Christmas he loved because that mean he could stock up on all his roach material. And he used to sit, he said he couldn't abide people that tore it because it just looked messy and all. He was so fucking neat, right? So he would cut all of his, and he had a little stack that he would keep in his tin along it. And he kept his ganj in a pill pot that he was given, like, fucking hell, about 30 odd years ago. Somebody gave him one for Christmas. And it's beautiful, you know, it's like gold coloured and a blue lid and all that lot. And he used to keep it in there. And you could hold like an eighth in there, quite happily, eighth of an ounce in there. And he would take it out, burn it, and he would do all that. And then he would, and he used cigarettes rather than hand rolling tobacco. So he would get a cigarette and he would lick up the seam of the cigarette and then peel the seam down. Take it out of the filter, peel the seam down, and then like spread the tobacco out. Then he would get his roach and he would rub the cardboard on side of the tin like you do with scissors to make it curl. And then he would roll that, and then you'd put that in, and then you'd close the machine, roll it a couple of times, and then you'd put his paper in, and he would end up with what he said looked like a cigarette, and it burned like a cigarette. And he said the amount of times he would be riding around on his motorcycle. He had a big like Harley style, what bikers call a sit up and beg, where they've got the where they've got the handlebars up like this. It's called sit up and beg here in America, in the UK. I don't know what you guys call it. And he got outside the police station. He'd go riding past, and he said they never stopped him because it looked like a cigarette, because it was made in a rolling machine. And he said when you hand roll a spliff, you get spliffs that are shaped like this, and they're, you know, all different thicknesses and all that lot. And he said nobody ever fucking stopped him because it looked like he was smoking a cigarette while riding his bike. And I was like, you're riding under the influence. He's like, yeah. So, yeah. That's my dad. So you get arrested if you ever got caught. And he was like, but nobody needs to pull me, so I'm not doing, you know, nobody's ever going to fucking know. And he only ever carried a small amount, so it's such a small amount that here in the UK you wouldn't get done for it because it's just not worth their time or paperwork. Pardon me. Okay. I tidied up my drawers now, I don't know where anything is. Haha! Absolutely, hiding in plain sight. It was perfect. Oh, it's not quite fucking long enough. That's not long enough. That sucks. Dog's dreaming. She goes, ruff, 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 ruff. Ruff, 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 ruff. Okay, so let's go like that. But I think that might be why I don't like the smell of grass, because my dad never smoked it, you know. He despised it. It's like he always said, you can smell a grass smoker a mile away. So I think that might be why I don't particularly like it. Right, I'm going to put this down that way up because it's not shiny on this side. So I'm going to put it that way up and then trim it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. I didn't ink it because I'm an idiot. I do that every fucking time. Let go. I'm going to use this ground espresso to do this because it's already brown paper. My fingies come out. Hello Rita, how are you? Daryl's upstairs making all these silly noises because he thinks that because I'm online, I'm not going to tell him off. Right, let's re-glue this because I've had my fingers all over it now. Don't scratch, don't scratch. Do, 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 do. Trim, 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 trim. Haha. Lovely. There go. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. I'm making the cutest that I've ever seen. Oh, it's really hard to do that section of a page. Okay. Actually, because I might need that removed. Okay, so I just finished this book. Oh man, she's not here. Somebody asked me how I peel a thingy. I don't think she's here. Is Annie here? I've got people here that I've never heard of. Okay, I don't know if that Annie's in here, but Annie, if you're not, or if you watch this later, this is how I peel. Right, I get the photo in there, and it's the same stickers. I hold between my thumb and my forefinger, and then I get a pokey tool, and I literally push it down in between the two things. Right, let me make that focus a little bit sharper for you. Oops, a bit too far. There you go, that'll do. So yeah, you get, this is an awl that I got in a sewing shop, and you just push it down in between like that, and then what I do is I pull the front piece away from the back piece, and then I can now drop this back piece over there out the way along with my awl, and I've got the front piece that I'm going to stick on wherever it may be. So I am going to stick that in there, like so. Another new subscriber. I'm a bit popular at the minute. That's nice, isn't it? What have I done? Does anybody know? With my fucking clickable stamps? Because I've put them down somewhere and probably lost them. Where are you? Ah, sorry, found them. You just browse. See, I would be awful if I could go to Michael's, because I would spend all of the cash. Right. Here's one I set up earlier. Book review. I think I would end up just giving Michael's all of my money. Right, I want to make sure this stamps quite well, so I want something firm underneath it. Probably shouldn't use the cover of my 2020 book, but hey. Oh, I love these stamps, but they don't stay together very well. You always get the odd one that wants to just fucking ping off, and it drives me bonkers. Let's do that there. I wish they were a bit more, you know, they actually clicked together, but it's like they don't, they slot together and they're not brilliant, which really pisses me off. Now, where's my little 5-star stamp? There it is. Dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. So I'm just inking up my little stars. And that'll do. Okay. I'm pretty sure I've got a stamp about reviewing books somewhere. It's one of my newish stamps, but I'm not quite sure where it is. my gold pen. And I'm going to give that 5 stars. Because it was brilliant. So I'll write a little bit about that in a moment. Not that one. I've got one about books. I just don't know where it is. Oh well. Halloween plasters for ramps can be painted. Oh, Halloween's coming. Okay, so fucking these smudge all the time now. Maybe I should use a different pen. I don't know. Or maybe it's because I always go around twice. You have a cat, you just spotted on your shelf. Do a roam. And then I've got a photo of Carl and Daryl FaceTiming. Which I coloured in there. Oops. Sure, I've got one that's got a fucking video camera on it. Yep, there it is. Dum 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 dum. Oh, do you know who sent me that? DK Felt Studio. I ordered some alpaca. Fucking lush. And she sent me a BFL sample, and that was in there as well. And there's a and I was like, OMG, peanut butter fudge favoured hobnob flapjack. Yum. But look at the colours. I originally bought this because I was going to felt it to add in some colour and volume into my dreads, and then I touched it and I was like, this just it's so freaking soft. So I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, Daniela sent it to me. So I was like, oh my god, cool. I bought those on her Etsy store because I haven't been able to get to Woolfest for yonks to see her. I'm hoping I might get to go next year because I'm going to buy a tent and see if I can find somewhere to fucking camp, because I don't have a camper anymore, which is a shame, but there you go. This looks really wee. It's becoming a bit of a beast, isn't it? Part of me is like, I can't wait till it's finished and I can start a new journal. And then there's part of me it's like, I fucking love it. Oops. Yeah, because I thought, oh, you know, felting alpaca would make some really, really nice soft sort of dreadies. And then I can add them in for a bit of colour. Because my daughter's getting married. I don't know if you know this, Elle. My daughter's getting married in October. Oh, I've just dropped something. Fuck knows what that was. Stamp set. She's getting married. Yeah, I know. I can't believe it. And I wanted to add something a bit like colourful into my hair. So I thought I would buy some alpaca, and I figure, well, whatever I don't use on my hair, I can then spin. And maybe make a something. I don't know. Now, while I'm thinking about it, does anybody want some shark foam shapes? Right, and also, I bet it's that one over there. Might not be actually. Now, I was wondering about doing a raffle or something for this, but I really don't know what to do. So I have these shark foam shapes, which, you know, I will send to you. I also have this stamp set. Okay, this is a Studio Calico stamp set. It's unused. All right, it's brand new, and it's called Stay at Home. I figured maybe you would. Yeah, I figured maybe you would. Because I ended up getting 2 of these because I told them it hadn't arrived. And yeah, it did. And then 2 days later, another one arrived as well. So yeah, I can send this to you. You want the heart stamp? There's loads of heart stamps out there. But you've yet to see her use any stamps. Oh dear. You're good on sharks. You don't want the sharks. Well, if anybody wants the sharks, then let me know, because otherwise I'm going to toss them because I've just got so many of them. So I need to send that to April. So let me go down here. Pen. Now, ladies, please, play nice. I will send them once I've done your masks, okay? Which I need to sit down and get on with because I haven't done those yet either. Because I'm a bit pants. I'll send it all back together. 30 inks in 30 days. I'm going to do a photography challenge with Callie. Because we were going to do it last year when we first got our cameras, and I never got around to it. So we said we're going to do it like for September, which is good because it means it'll get us out of the house. And then I can do my journaling on this page. You're contemplating Sketchtember, but definitely feeling it for Inktober. I think you should. Your artwork is amazing. It is, like, pretty incredible. But yeah, she pulled up this photography challenge. Is it on her? Fuck off. Don't want to delete the ad. Some people are so bossy. Let's see if I can find the picture. Oh dear. Oh. She reposted it the other day as a memory. Oh my god, it can't have been that long ago, surely. Is anybody into Hocus Pocus? I haven't done a drawing challenge in ages. Mainly because where I put watercolour down, I can't use my eraser, and I sketch and then go over it with it, you know. So, itchy nose. So that's why I haven't done any. Right, Hocus Pocus. You know, pop sockets, these doohickeys. You could buy a book pop socket. How freaking cool is that? I mean, isn't that just like the coolest thing you have ever seen? How amazing is that? I want one. So yeah, if you're a Hocus Pocus fan, you might just like that. I don't know where to get them from. I can't find this fucking photograph chat. She tagged me in it the other day. Scrawny cat. Wedding tips. Go to Google. I'm sure it was yesterday she tagged me in it. Was it on Instagram? Okay, babes. Enjoy dinner. Christ knows where this fucking challenge is then. I'm going to have to ask her to send it to me. Could you send photography challenge? Can't find it. Oh. Right, this is it. So it's 30 days of photography. So like day 1 you do a selfie, day 2 is a flower, then it's a landscape, then a portrait, photograph water, and then something says framed, low angle, a child. Well, that's going to be quite easy, isn't it? Architecture, after dark, trees, animal, something yellow, a high angle, black and white, movement. I love photographing things that are moving. I just love it. I love getting it just right, that it looks like it's not moving, especially if it's water. I love doing that. I don't know. I need to go and have a look at Bujo challenges and see what's available for next month. Because I would like to do a drawing challenge. But where like I say, I'm not confident enough in my drawing to do it straight onto paper that I've put watercolour down on, unless I do the drawing and then watercolour around it. But if I do that, then I'm at risk of pulling the ink through from the previous page, because you're doing a lettering drawing challenge next month based around what? Is it random or does it have a theme? Be good, Mary, you don't need the stuff. Why? Because that's the cutest wooden dragon. You want one for you and one for April. Is it being over $50? Is that relevant to something? Do you get like free shipping or something if it's over $50? Horror thriller movies. Awesome. I'm up for that. I'll do it as a lettering challenge because I need to practice my calligraphy. So, yeah. I love horror thriller movies. Okay. Oh, sorry, peeps. That's what, the 28th? Okay, that gives me time then. Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll do it as calligraphy. And then, yeah, give me an opportunity to practice that, 'cause it's been a while since I've done my calligraphy. I bought these cute little stickers on you know, on there. AliExpress. I'll fucking find them now. I've got so many little drawers. And they are really, really cute and adorable. I really, really like them. But I was a bit bummed when I realised that they've repeated the patterns. I did say this today in my brew journal or whatever it was. So I was like, oh, these are so adorbs. Look at this, you know. And then I started sorting through them. And I was like, there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's about 12, 13 different designs, but you get multiple copies of each one. So I got these ones, which is bunnies. I also got this set, which is also bunnies. And then I got a cute kitten type one as well. And again, these ones weren't repeated, but the kitten ones were. Put the bunnies down and then you get the kittens out. Yeah, these were all repeated as well. Cat in a box. But I thought, well, they're cute and they'll get used, so yeah. Oh crap, I meant to use that stamp and I forgot. That would have been perfect. I got this Lush stamp today. It's like a stitched circle, and I found it because of 49 Dragonflies, because she's got one, and I was like, oh, I really, really like that. And it looks like it's had messy stitching around it. I can see me using this a lot. And I found a square version of this as well, which I'm going to order this month. So, yeah. And then I found these dies, which make it look like you've torn a circle, which I thought might be quite good for, like, when I go full junk journal for an experiment. So I need like a cute little book reading one, which I might have in here. I've ordered some stickers of people reading because I thought they were cute. I quite like that one. Do 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 do. This is one reason I think I don't use stickers a lot, because you'd spend hours fucking hunting for the right sticker. And I think that makes me quite anxious when I'm doing a video, because I'm aware of the fact that, you know, it's taking time. Actually, I'll just find. Where was that one? I've got one there that says "Call Me." I'm going to stick that near the FaceTime photo. Scream, sleeping. I'm sure I had one where they're reading, or have I used it already? I must have used it. I used it. That sucks. So let's put those back in there. Sent a photo of my favourite sub. Oh! My little man. Oh, look at him. He's my baby. Look at that. My #1 fan. Romeo! Roms! Romeo! How beautiful boy. He's such a cutie. Look at him. He is just adorable. Love him. He's like so cute. That's all April sends me is photographs of Romeo watching me. So, look, he's so adorable. Look at him. Look. Pussycat. Roms. You beautiful boy. He's adorable. Itchy face. Oh. He's my #1 fan, Al. He watches all my videos, and he hears my voice and he'll come running. And then when April's on live, if she tells him I'm in chat, he comes to say hello. It's so cute. She sends me loads of photos of him, and he's adorable. Lovely little black cat. Lovely little black kitty kitty. Yeah, I'm going to put that there. Oops. Is the hamster now like really fat on mealybugs? Or did they all escape, or are they dead mealybugs? There you go. Calmy! He's just such an adorable little pussycat. Oops, well that went down fucking wonky, didn't it? Can I lift it? Oh, I can, that's good. Like that. I don't think I will use that one. I cut this out yesterday. This is off that little notepad sticky note thing that Jolene sent me the other week. And I made a note, because it's neither of those. And then I was like, I love the teacups. So I cut them out. I was like, that's so cute. That one looks like Hogwarts. Didn't even know they were in there. Oops. I don't want to put that there because it needs to go on the edge of a page, really. Like there. Not there, something. Like that. I'm going to put them there just for a giggle and work around it tomorrow or whenever I get to that page. Because why not? Exactly, that's why. Should have inked that. Never mind. I always forget to do that. These people that ink everything, and I'm like, oh bollocks, I've already stuck it down. I should have inked that. Well. Yes. I was just like, they're so cute. I just, feels like a bit of a shame to throw them away. Vellum sticky notes. Really? Wow. That's it. Marilyn's off. Ooh, vellum sticky notes. I shall have to see if I can find some of them. So there we go. That's pretty much what I'm going to do today. I think. I say that and then I go back and I'm like, I think I'll do such and such here, and you know, colour in the hearts. You bought in each colour. When is my birthday? June. I've had my birthday this year. Yes, June 20th. Midsummer's Eve. Oh, I can't use my heat gun to dry those because it will warp the photo. You have to write that down. Yes, I will be 46 on my next birthday. It just seems like so old when I used to think about, like, I couldn't imagine being in my 40s. And now here I am, 45. Where'd the time go? Well, you're about 10 years younger than me though, aren't you? Excuse me, I've got a frog. Ribbit. You're the worst with birthdays and stuff like that. I love your face. Yeah, I don't do cards. I don't do greeting cards, or you know, I tend not to. I'm getting a bit more into them because, you know, I could put them in journal now, but I never really saw the point before. So I used to say to people, don't send me a card because you won't get one in return. A, because I'm a bit useless like that, and B, because I just don't do cards because I think they're a waste of money. But now that I can sort of like stick them in my journal and I have all these stamp sets so I could make cards, I'm maybe a little bit more into them. You'll be 37. There you go. You're young yet. Yeah. A friend of mine used to do an e-card every year. You know? Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? That's what I was, because I was thinking that, you know, I might do like a stack of Christmas cards this year, and I don't normally. Or like a Christmas postcard. I think Christmas postcards would be awesome. You would watch me making cards, oh god. I might make Christmas postcards to send to everybody. Yeah. The only thing with that, though, is that you can't stick them straight in. You'd have to tip them in. Not like that card you sent me that I glued in here, wherever the fuck it is. See, that I was able to stick straight in because there was nothing on. Hang on, it would help if you could actually see what I'm looking at. That one you drew me, I was able to stick because there was nothing on the back of it. But obviously, Christmas postcards, you wouldn't be able to do that. But hey, you know, tucks and pockets and flips and shit. You know, like I tucked these little cards because Jolene wrote on these little things in the last package she sent me. So I made a tuck spot. I haven't had postcards for a while because I haven't sent any. But yeah, I suppose you could make loads of pockets and flips and shit. That'd be quite good. Or maybe even in a journal, get some page protectors, especially if you did it in like a junk style journal, and make pockets to display each postcard in. That's an idea. Might do something like that. Yeah, maybe. Excuse me. I'll have to see what I can come up with. Sam has plans, Sam does, yeah. It's just finding the time to actually put them into motion. It's like I watch May May and she turns out like 30 cards in the space of about 10 minutes and I'm like, I just couldn't do that. But I could get my stamp press out, I suppose. My stamp positioner. That would make things go a bit quicker. I've only got a couple of Christmassy stamps. I don't have a lot of Christmas stamps. But you could also back your postcards with Christmas paper, couldn't you? Or decoupage Christmas napkins and then stamp onto that. Maybe. I don't know. I've got any Christmas napkins. I need to sort through my napkins and send some out as well. Yeah, I could do that. The thing is, I think I gave Callie all my mixed media paper. You enjoying the thought process there? Can you smell burning yet? Yeah, I gave Callie all my mixed media paper because I wasn't using it. And she does. I mean, I do all of my art goes in my journal. So... But I suppose you could use white card. You could get some Christmassy style napkins and decoupage them onto the front of the white card. And then write your Christmas message on the back. And then you could, if you wanted to do stamping and shit, you could stamp onto white paper and then like glue those onto the decoupage. If you wanted to do 3D, you know, like putting it up on phone tape, obviously you would then have to send it in an envelope. Excuse me. We shall have to see. But yeah, like I said though, I don't think... Oh, excuse me, make a fancy fountain pen painter or what? Yeah, you good? Yeah? I don't know. I'll have to see what I can come up with. I would use my stamp positioner though, because experience has taught me that I'm not very good with stamping first time. I'm alright on the little itty bitty stamps, but the bigger stamps I fuck up with. Always fuck up. So I'm going to have to use my positioner. Yeah, so I shall have to see what I can come up with. Right, oh my god. Oh, it's 10 to 10. Yeah, I always do. I'm sure you've seen me do it in previous, you know, where I've said, like that one, where I did that, and I, look, fucked it up at the bottom. Again, you can't see what I'm pointing at, fuck's sake, woman. Fucked up at the bottom. Because it wouldn't take, you know. I did that, I embossed that, but I used my glue pen to do it. Because I stamped on the previous page and it just didn't take very well, the embossing ink. So, you know, I always seem to manage to screw up stamping somewhere. See, that's why it's not Romeo. Very dreamy of Romeo. It's like that, you know? Okay, it doesn't look bad. But to me, it's patchy, and that's what I don't like. So that's why I say my next journal is going to be a no-sew journal. So that, it's like this annoys me as well. I've written on it, and it's transferred onto the receipt, look. Yeah, my next journal is going to be a no-sew, so that I can stick it into a stamp press, a stamp positioner tool, and get a decent fucking... impression. So, yeah. What's a no-sew? A no-sew is in sewing. Basically what that means is that I will fold my pages and just slot them together until I've finished that particular signature. Then I will sew it, because it means then I can take the pages out to sew on the pages, to put them in my stamp positioner and things like that. Things that I can't do with this because it's too fucking chunky. I can't put this in the stamp positioner. I can't run this through my sewing machine to have, because I want like stitches on pages and that to give it all texture, and I can't do that because I just can't hold this and guide it through a sewing machine. Yeah, I will probably do it in here. I just won't sew the pages. So I'll fold them and then put them in here traveller's notebook style. So the elastic will basically hold it in place. And then at the end of that signature or whatever, I will then sew the pages in. And it just means then that I can slot the pages out as and when I need them. And, you know, provided I don't do anything like I did yesterday where I glue something straight across the two pages. But as I'm not going to do mega thick books, I'm going to go back to doing monthly books, I think. I buy A4 Tommy River paper and then folded in half, that just makes A5. My cup runneth dry. BRB. My cup no longer runneth dry. My plan for future journals, this journal, not my planner, is I've bought printable pages. So I've bought some from Johanna Cloth and I've bought some from Digital Curio and some from Genevieve. And the plan is that I'm going to have a book that has a mixture of plain pages and patterned pages, and then I'm going to journal and that's it. I'm saying I'm going to do a monthly book, but I may not. Because I can't see how I can have, unless I do 2 signatures, a clear planner section and then a junk journal section. So I may copy what I've done this year so that I have one book for my planner and just suck up the fact that I've got extra pages at the end of it, and then make a junk journal, you know, with patterned pages and all that lot, and just have a go at that. I really don't know. I'm not sure what to do and how to do it. I might experiment with the end of 2020 and see how I get on with that kind of book. Whether that's the style of junk journaling I could do. But I think like every other page would have to be blank so that I could do loads of writing in it. But then that's why I downloaded like the linen printables, like these, so that I can put these on. That's not coming out very well. So that I could put those on patterned paper so that I'd have journaling space. And then on the days where I write loads, I could use the blank pages. Or write it on and stick it in somehow. I don't know. That's what I want to play with. I want to have a play with that kind of junk journaling. I might do it for a month and think, I don't like that at all. In which case I'll go back to the style that I'm doing now. But I do miss drawing in my journal. I've done very little. I can't remember the last time I actually drew in my journal. I don't know if I've drawn in this one at all. Oh yeah, I did at the beginning. Not since I started painting the pages, I haven't. I've stamped a couple of times. Last time I drew in here was the 29th of February. And I drew that I'd had an ear piercing done. And the time I drew before that. See, it's been a while, even in here, since I'd drawn anything. I think I drew for like the first month. And then I just didn't bother again. Yeah, I drew in here in end of February. I was drawing flowers. And I was doing like calligraphy, and in some ways it looked more junk journal style earlier in the year because I was drawing and there was more things, you know. Now it's just I paint on the page and then I stick shit in. It just, I do miss drawing in it though, so that is something I'm gonna think about. I have to do a flip through soon. It's gone awfully quiet. I feel like I'm talking to myself. Yeah, it would. And it would give me the opportunity to see whether I like that kind of thing, you know, with patterned pages and you know the kind of thing I mean. I don't know if you watch Johanna Clough at all. I know April does. I mean, her current journal I really, really like, and a lot of the pages she's got in there are hers. They're printables in her shop, and I have bought some. So I thought, well, I could have a go with that, and if I like it, then fab, I can continue on, and I'll make a proper big chunky journal. So that's what I might do when I finish this one, because we now have, there's only I've got a couple of weeks worth left in this. How many blank pages have I got? Well, I'm going to fill that page. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 17. I've got less than a month. If I did a page a day, I would run out in under a month. I've got about 20, 21 pages available. I would also like to make a little I know, when you think about how many sheets I put in this to begin with, look at it. And I thought this was going to last me a year. So we obviously miscounted there somewhere. You guys all counted with me, and we obviously fucked up the maths there. Because I haven't done a page a day. I've missed out quite a few days. And I'm going to run out. It's only August. So I don't know what we did wrong with the maths there. But, you know, that's okay. That's fine. I would like to do like a little mini journal for the wedding. And there are a couple of other things I want to do, like a little journal for. Yeah. But I still have only really, up until recently, done 1 page a day. I very rarely went over the 1 page a day. And during COVID, there were quite a few days where I just didn't journal at all. So there's no way that... I obviously miscounted. We obviously didn't manage to do 365 days worth in that book when we started. It's no big deal. It means I get to play for the rest of the year in something different. Which is good, because I'm not bored with it, but it is getting hard to work in. Didn't you tell me to add extra pages? You said no, you don't want to waste. Quite possibly you did, yeah. I would rather run out and do an extra little book than have a shit ton of empty pages like I'm going to have in the end of my planner. Because unless I come up with a shitload more trackers, I'm going to have quite a few empty pages. You know? You can always add, but it's a bit hard to take away in a book, isn't it, without ruining the book. So, yeah. So I've joined HP's Instant Ink program because I've got a HP printer, and I'm gonna do a load of printables that I've bought or picked up free, because Digital Curio does like a free set of printables every month on their Facebook page, which is awesome, and some of them are really good, and where you get free pages with Instant Ink. So I thought, well, I'll just print some pages up and have a go at that. And then I've got all those books and shit that I've bought that are over there that I could also use in my Calix unit over there. So I've got those that I could use. So I'm not short on pages or base layers, I suppose you could say. I also at some point want to make the Everlasting album by Genevieve. She made it she created it like years ago, and my son bought me the templates last year, and I still haven't done it. He bought for me a year ago, and I still haven't done them yet. But I want to make Callie a wedding album out of it. And I've never made anything like that before, other than the covers for my journals. But I've never made a full-on album, so that would be quite interesting. You're thinking about using HP Premium 32 books for next year's Bujo. Alright. I don't know anything about those. I need a new printer. My printer it's reluctant to pull the paper in to print on. And it goes, there's no paper in the tray. And I'm like, yeah, there is. But I have discovered that it likes it if you give it one piece of paper at a time. I'm like, really? I'm blaming my cat because it worked up until my cat slept on it for about a week, and now it's just like, yeah, it is. It's infuriating because that means I've got to sit right on top of the fucking printer, and if I want to print 30 pages or something, I'm stuck for about an hour. So I think I might upgrade. It was a cheap printer. I must admit, I paid 30-40 quid for it 18 months ago, so it's, you know, it's not done too badly, but it probably, the heads just need aligning, but I don't know, you know, it probably costs more than that just to send it off and get that done. So I'm sort of like, I'll just look out for another HP printer. the HP Envy comes highly recommended. So I might go for one of those. Save up. Rubbing alcohol. What, to clean it? Yeah, I've tried several different things. I don't think it's that they're dirty. I think the head, the rolling head thing might have slightly misaligned somehow. Because it sits on my desk, and my desk is a shithole because I'm a messy person. You know, and then the cat slept on it, and then it just stopped pulling paper in, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I think something inside's not quite aligned. You've got an Envy, have you? Which one have you got? Because I was so pissed off because somebody posted on one of the groups the other day, oh, I picked up this HP Envy for 50 quid and I fucking love it. And she shows you a photo, she's posted up a photo of the invoice saying she paid 50 quid for it. I went and looked, it was 80 quid. And I was like, have you got a link? Oh, I don't know how to link on Amazon. I fucking hate when people do that. It's not that fucking hard. And she said, I don't know how to link off of Amazon, but you can see there, it says HP Envy, I think it was the 5010. And I got 50 quid, and I was like, yeah, but I can't fucking find it. Oh, well, I only bought it today. And I'm like, well, why can't I find it for the same price? But yeah, I've seen a few people say HP Envy is really, really good. You've got the 6220. That's quite a modern-y one, isn't it? $150. That's a lot of money. Oh, you've got that one as well? Oh. Should we have a look online? How do I do that thing where you guys can see what I'm looking at? Oh, there you go. So if we go to Amazon, right, I need to reduce this a little bit because I can't see the chat box. Shh. Why did you do that? You have the 5600. See, everybody's got the Envy. I need to buy an Envy because everybody says they're fantastic. HP Envy. What have you got? 6220. So yeah, that was the one she said she had. The 5010. See, that's 150 quid. That's a little bit more than I want to spend. I do not have a good track record with printers. I am known to destroy them. They die. See, that's up to £123. Now, when I looked at that the other day, that was £80. And the 5030 is up to £150. That's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I would love a laser for I'd love to foil, you know. I've been watching Genevieve and I'm like, oh my god, that is so sexy. But it's just, I can't justify the cost of a laser printer. I can't justify having two printers. Yeah, see, it looks like I'm gonna have to save some money, doesn't it? And I have thought about a eco tank, but the issue with that is that when it does come time to put new ink in it, it's expensive. I know, like, you run it for like years, don't you, before it needs it, but then I probably wouldn't use it enough and fucking clog it up or something. Because that's one yeah, that's killed previous printers before now. See, some months I don't print fuck all. And then other months, my entire family come to me with 20 sheets of paper going, can you print this for me? And I'm like, I guess. It's like the lady that's done my nails. She's had to do this health and safety thing due to COVID, you know. COVID prevention measures and training with a sterile cleaning solution doohickey, and she printed her certificates up because it was an online course, and she printed her certificates up. But there was something wrong with her printer, so they've been printed in black and white. And I was looking at them today, and I said, Sarah, they look really shit. And she was like, yeah, she said they'd look much better in colour, wouldn't they? So I was like, you know what, fucking email them to me, and I'm going to print them. So I sent her a message earlier on. I was like, this is my email address. Send me those files, and I'll print them with me tomorrow when I come in to get my nail repaired. But, you know, at the moment, I'm probably doing 10 to 15 pages a month because they're free. Because I've got the HP Instant Ink program. So I don't know. I really don't. I don't know which one to buy. I'm hoping, like, when Cyber Monday comes round, that one of the HP Envies will go on sale and I can snap it up for like a third of the price or something. You got the laser because the inkjets are being difficult. Yeah. Is that what you're waiting for? See, I would like a laser because you can foil on top of what you print with a laser. And I would love to be able to do that. But I don't know that I would use it enough to justify the cost of having a laser printer and, you know, all of that lot as well. So, my hair's pulling. Oh. So, yeah, I can't justify 2 printers. There's just no way I can do it. But, yeah. When is Cyber Monday? Have we had it already this year? Did we have one this year? Did I miss it? Not yet. Oh, that's good. When is it? Oh, 30th of November. That's right then. It's after Black Friday. There's no point out. I don't know when Black Friday is. No, 30th of November. Oh. Although I might hit the stores on Black Friday. Not. You can do temp tats with a laser. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving here in the UK. So I know that's in November, but I couldn't tell you when it is. Well, according to the Tinternet, it's on the 30th of November. So I shall save some pennies. Last Thursday. Is it always on the Thursday, Thanksgiving? Is it? Yeah, I didn't know that. There you go. Learn something new every day. I believe it was Balgareth the Sorcerer that says a day in which you learn something is not a complete and total waste. Yeah. Oh, that gives me 3 months to save some pennies up for a new, although with the cancel culture going on, Thanksgiving in the US has lost all meaning. Well, yeah. No, we're not going to get political today. So yes, if I save for the next few months, I might be able to get a new printer on Black Friday. Do I want to go out Black Friday? Yeah, I think I'll definitely get one. It's just whether I want to stomach the shops a month before Christmas on Black Friday. I don't know how bad they are here because I normally don't go out. Yeah, I might wait for Cyber Monday and hope that either HP or Amazon do a deal. and get something then. Get an MV, I think. Yeah, they did it for a whole week, didn't they? I think we did as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did here, and I'm pretty sure Amazon did as well, didn't they, for a whole week? Or was that the year before? Definitely necessary, was it? Oh, my head hurts now. I'm pretty sure Amazon did. I can't remember whether the stores did here because I tend to avoid stores on days like this. I don't go shopping for Christmas in stores because I dislike people. As we said earlier, people are yeah, well, we're not going there. Oh dear. They do. I thought you'd gone. Or fallen asleep or something. When you had family, you actually did your Christmas shopping early. I tend to be honest. I'm surprised I don't have anything yet. I've normally started by now. You're doing a lurker. No, you don't do any. You start the Monday after Christmas. The only issue with that, right, because I know people that do that. Oh, I start buying for my kids in the January sales. Kids go in and out of things, you know, like 2 years ago, Daryl loved Frozen, and I bought Frozen stuff. Come Christmas, he's no longer into Frozen. And he's unfortunate enough that his birthday's a month before Christmas, so we do his birthday and then we do Christmas. And then he goes all year without stuff. And it's like, well, if you buy stuff in January, they're quite probably not going to be into it come the following Christmas, you know? It's a bit hard to do that for children. And I don't like doing it for adults because most adults I know go, oh, I really like that. You could get me that for Christmas. And I go, yeah, maybe. And then they just go out and buy it themselves. And I'm like, oh, fuck you then. Keep forgetting to fill out your bujo. I'm just trying to remember some things. Set aside half an hour every night to do it. That's the best way. That doesn't happen here. If you've had something and you don't open it, it goes back on the shelf and is sold at full price. Yeah, I do that with Daryl because I think it's unfair to expect small children. Oh, actually, I need to allow that before I can do that. It's unfair to expect small children to go a whole year. So I buy him stuff throughout the year. And then he gets like a couple of big presents. He wants Emperor Zurg from Toy Story. And more Yu-Gi-Oh! Now when things are returned to quarantine of 7 for 2 hours. Do you really? You must have stuff lying, or do you not get a lot of stuff back? I don't know who you work for, so... I keep thinking I should do that when my post arrives, especially AliExpress stuff, and I forget. Oh, do you? We don't have Savers here. I only know about it because it's in the shopping mall in Southampton that I have to walk through to get the bus to go to the hospital with Matthew. Yeah, we don't have Savers here on the Isle of Wight. Really hope Daryl doesn't wake me up early. I will be most upset if Daryl wakes me up early. Oh dear. You're assistant manager, hey? Very, very nice. Are you still in the same area where you were when I visited you? You still see Helen a lot as well? You're store manager now. Well done. Well done, well done, well done. I haven't seen Helen for a couple of years now. I haven't seen you for longer, but there you go. haven't seen her in ages. She's lost a ton of weight, hasn't she? She looks amazing, but I know her health's not been fab, so. Yeah, it's been a few years. Last time I think I saw her was Wonderwall. Yeah, she's doing amazing. But I'd like to do Wonderwall next year if I can. If we get the new car. if we're hoping to get a new to us car next year. Sort of like £5,000 worth of car, from a dealership rather than, in the paper from somebody else, because then it's got more guarantee and all that lot. And if we get it, I want to do some road trips. That's when her leg went up like a fucking balloon, wasn't it? See, Claire's not been here since Daryl was a baby, so I haven't seen her in about 4 years. If we get the new car next year, I want to do a few road trips, and I was thinking of getting a tent and like camping with Daryl, because I could camp, wherever in relation to Wonderwall, because I don't mind driving for a few hours to do Wonderwall, and then we could just camp, so I could get up there the day before, camp the night before Wonderwall, do 2 days at Wonderwall if I wanted to do 2 days at Wonderwall, and if I only wanted to do one, then I could just do one and go off somewhere else, and we could camp, which might be quite good. Yeah, I think you would love that. I mean, last time we did Wonderwall, we stayed at this rickety old hotel, and I booked it through booking.com. I can't even tell you what the name of it is now. I'd have to look back through my journals. And he loved it. He did the whole being in a hotel, he thought it was fucking brilliant. Yeah, see, I've heard that, but it's been, like I say, it's been 3 or 4 years since I last went. Does nobody come for it anymore? Because I think the last time I went was 3 years ago. Yeah, I might not worry about that then, and just save up and do Woolfest. Because I know Daniela stopped doing Wonderwall, but then Freya Lynn doesn't do Woolfest. Oh, really? But Bex and Donna and that all used to go. Do they not go no more? I haven't seen James for years. Okay. Well, I might not bother and just go straight for Woolfest then. Because Woolfest's around my birthday. So that might be a bit of a giggle. I took cake one year. I took a load of massive chocolate cake and just handed it out to everybody. It was great. Sat in the Ravelry area munching cake. I might do that. I might just do Woolfest then. Yeah, it was great. I cooked a massive chocolate cake and stuck it all in a bottle and just carried it round, offering it out to like stallholders and that. Do you want some cake? It's my birthday. It's good. Yeah, see, I didn't love it, I must admit. Last time I did Wonderwall, I didn't love it. Which was why... And it was exhausting, because I had my mum and me, and Littlen, and I put it down to the fact that Daryl was young, and even though he was so perfectly behaved, that's what I put it, it was exhausting doing it with a toddler and mum that needed pushing around in a wheelchair and all that lot. And that's what I put it down to, plus the fact I'm the only driver in the family now, or I was them, my son drives now. And that's what I put it down to, that, I'd driven all that way and we slept in a hotel and, blah, 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 blah. But I've heard quite a few people said Wonderwall's really gone downhill. So I may go for Woolfest. But the issue with Woolfest is it's 350 fucking miles away. And that's a long way to go for 2 days. And it's also finding somewhere to stay. I mean, yes, I could camp. I wouldn't want to camp there because it's too noisy. Yes, I haven't been to anything like that for years now. It's been about 3 or 4 years. Yeah. If I had the van, it would be different. I wouldn't bat an eyelid at doing it. But where I would have to do it in a car and then pitch a tent somewhere, I'm a bit more about it. Do you know what I mean? Because I would have to camp on a camping ground because I quite frankly need access to toilets. I can't go all night without going to the toilet anymore, you know. So, and I don't have the camper van anymore. Trade my car for a van. The issue with that is that a camper van is expensive to run as a full-time vehicle. It's because we did that for a little while. It's a bugger to park. It's expensive to run it because it drinks that much more fuel. So the things that we're talking about fibre shows where indie dyers sell yarn and fibre and other bits and bobs. Just a van like a cargo van. Yeah, but everyone have a toilet in it. You need a toilet. Was that the year that Claire froze and I had to put her in the van? Yeah, but then you might as well pay for a fucking camper van. I can't believe you camped that year. Ideally, what I need is someone with a large back garden that I can stick a tent in. Okay, sweets, take it easy. Laura's toothpaste frozen falling. Really? Shit. Yeah. I don't think I would want to camp in Wales in April. I'm not that brave. But I would consider doing Woolfest, but like I say, I would have to be either on a camping site or in someone's garden that wouldn't mind me going in and out in the middle of the night to use the loo. Because I used to stay at Cassie Knits. But then she turned her spare room into a craft room and I was like, well, that's just fucking rude. Where am I supposed to sleep when I come up for my one weekend a year? So I'm saying Wales is cold. Wales is fucking freezing and wet. Her back garden resembles a summer meadow. Grass is really high. Put a tent in her living room. She hasn't got room. But she was like, you know, I mean, Katrina did say to me at one point, I could stick my camper on her driveway because apparently her driveway is like a mile long. But she's like not invited me to stay at hers. So I'm kind of like, well, you obviously don't want me at the house for whatever reason, which is cool. I got no issue with that. Some people just don't like opening their house to others, but I need toilet access in the night. I have 5 children and I'm 45 years old. I can't go all night without having a pee. So yeah, I can't afford to run a van 350 miles. It drinks too much, whether it be a cargo style van or a camper van. Whereas this car we were looking at a Citroen C3 Picasso, and that gets like 45 miles to the gallon. 45, 46 miles to the gallon. A camper van does half that. Can I pull like a little caravanette type thing? I could, but the issue I've got with that again is it needs somewhere to be stored, and you know it would get used once in a blue moon. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the good thing about a camper van is you can park it up on the street and sleep in it, you know, wherever. You don't have to be in a campsite, which is a plus over, you know, a tent. I don't know, maybe I should look into getting a little camper or something, or hiring one maybe. I don't know. because me and my mum said a few times, you know, we'd have to hire a van, because my mum said quite a few times she'd love to go to Versailles, because she hasn't been to Versailles since she was a kid, and she thought it was beautiful. She thought the palace and the grounds were beautiful, and I said, well, maybe we could do a trip to France, but she said she wouldn't feel comfortable going now, which is a real shame. So she's done like the virtual tour around Versailles online, and she said a few times, you know, we would hire one. So yeah, I don't know, but again, it's the fuel. It's the fuel that would cripple me. To go to a show up at this show that we're talking about, Woolfest, is in the Lake District. That's 350 miles away from where I am. That's quite a lot of fuel in a van, you know. So it would be cheaper to go in a tent and use a campsite. Pardon me. But, oh, I don't know. I just have to see what my finances are like next year. And what my life is like come next June. Because there's lots going on at the moment. Something is pulling. I would like to take Daryl camping because I think he would enjoy it. He likes being in the car, and I think he would like going and visiting people. You know? I have to see. Oh, right, it's 10:30. I think I should go because I'm obviously tired. And I've been here for 3 hours and you've all gone quiet on me again. So, I'm going to love you and leave you, everybody. Journal in my book, post a photo, and go to bed, I think. Yeah, I didn't have a very good night last night. Well, I had, the night before last, I had a shit night. Kept waking up, and then last night I didn't get to bed until 1, and then I had to get up early to go to Naba this morning, so I'm like... So yeah, I think I'm going to go to bed. So do I. Thank you very much. Okay, everybody. Thanks for joining me. It's good evening. Quite enjoyed that. It's good fun. I wasn't expecting to be on here for 3 hours, but there you go. I will see you all next week. Here next week, same time, same place, for another live. Be here or not, whatever, you know. For those of you watching on YouTube, you missed out. Come join us next time. And today my Boo Journal will be back Friday morning, guys. There obviously won't be one tomorrow because I've already done it. Okay, take it easy. Thanks very much. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe and all of that crap. Yeah? See you later. Bye.